them.
What's going on, YouTube? Codedprophecy here, back with another video for you guys, and as you can see, we are back with the 4th episode of this little defense series. A lot of y'all seem to like it, so I'm gonna keep pumping it out for y'all. It's gonna be hard getting through this roster, though. I'm not gonna lie to y'all, because there's a lot of characters on this roster that's like, not gonna hold y'all. Like, I could give y'all all the tips you want, but at the end of the day, it's just gonna come down to how much you actually decide to, you know, practice against that character and how many times you fight that character, bro. Because some of the stuff in this game, I'm not gonna, it's kind of annoying, bro. But I'm here to try to help you as much as I possibly can, you know. And obviously, with the title of the video, we gonna be talking about a character that I really do love. It's just I hate how she is in this game right now, but we're gonna be talking about the girl Giovanna. Now, Giovanna, for as simple as a character as she is a character that causes a lot of distress amongst a lot of people I see on Twitter, people I talk to. You know, she aggravates a lot of people for as simple as she is, and for the little too she does have. There's a lot of miswording, misconceptions that go on about her, but hopefully in this video I can clear that up for y'all and help y'all fight this character with a little less, you know, vein popping, you know. But with all that being said, obviously I keep these intros short because I like to keep these videos short. If you enjoy the content, make sure you hit the like button, subscribe. We recently hit 600 subscribers. Shout out to y'all for that. Thank you so much. On the road to 1K. Keep it rolling. Subscribe if you are new to the channel. Share the videos. Turn on bell notifications. But yeah, with all that being said, we gonna get straight into this Giovanna breakdown. Alright, y'all. Now, like I tell you all the time, I tend to try and keep this short by only speaking about a certain couple of moves that I know most people tend to have problems with. And for the most part, I think the issue with Gio, from what I'm seeing, is coming from her spiral arrow, her wolf kick, and her flip kick. Now, she does have her super as well, but I'll talk about that a little bit later, because it's like, it doesn't come up all the time unless you're playing somebody else really well. But for the most part, I'm gonna keep it to those 3 special moves and try and talk about them. Now, there's a misconception with Gio, not even like a misconception, but Gio as a character kind of forces her way into your head by making you think that she's plus and that it's always her turn off of a lot of stuff. And I can't even say that's like a wrong way of thinking, because technically, like, she kind of is, but like that's not really true. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's true if she hits you, you know, it's true if you block it. But if you know what to do, that's not true at all. And realistically, like, she's very gimmicky in what she wants to do, which is mainly just frame trap you into a bunch of stuff that involve her getting from here, or basically once she gets you into the corner, she really just wants to get you into the corner to do a lot of fake mix-ups that involve like this, and this, and you kind of have to choose how to defend against all of them. So the first thing I'm gonna talk to you guys about is the flip kick, because this is gonna be a move that, if you're at low level, is gonna mess you up a lot. The thing with this move is, if you block this move, Giovanna is plus unblock, meaning that she's able to press buttons, you can't do anything against it, and it's her turn again to restart whatever she wants to do. Now, this move isn't very hard to defend against, in the sense of like, there's a lot of ways you can go about beating it, you know what I'm saying? So I'll give you a couple examples. Now, the first way you can go about it is just 6P'ing it. 6P is like one of Gio's biggest weaknesses for a lot of her moves. Despite how much people like to meme it whenever you bring it up as an answer on Twitter, it is literally one of the best, it's literally one of your best options against this character. Like, she literally can't do anything once she starts up with her special moves, and her specials that grant her a lot of the privilege that she has, or quote-unquote privilege, they all lose to 6P. So, for example, the flip kick, you can 6P it. There are instances where she can sometimes go over you, but for the most part you can 6P it. If you have a character with a high reaching jab like Eno or Chip, I think even Kai too, if I'm not mistaken, you can jab her out of it. I'm gonna try and see if I can set up the situation where she crosses you up. In a situation where she crosses you up, it's hard to time. If you, like I said, if you have a good jab, you can just jab her out of it. You can 6P it when she crosses you up too, but you have to wait a little bit before, you have to wait just as she flips over and pay attention to your character and make sure they turn the right way. It's a little tricky because it takes a lot of time. So you can't, like I said, if you have a good reaching jab, you can just jab her out of it, but you can't 6P it the other way. You have to wait a little bit though. If you're ever in the corner and a Gio hits you with like a string like this, which is what you're gonna see a lot, you try and restart pressure, something like that, you can really just, like I said, block it. You can even hit her with, like, if you got a good high reaching button, hit her out of it. You could probably get a combo off of it with 6P, like I said. You know, RC it, get like a small combo, whatever you want to do. You got a good button to hit her out of it. 6P it, switch sides. Now you got a good little short little combo you could do, depending on your character, right? Pretty easy, pretty simple. That move isn't really scary. It's only scary once you block it, because once you block it, like I said, she's plus. She can go about restarting pressure and put you in the whole situation over again. So best option, stop her before she even gets to that point, right? All right. Now the next move we're gonna be talking about is the wolf kick. I'm gonna go in order as I showed them. The wolf kick right here. Now the thing about this wolf kick is it's not plus. It's not plus at all. It's safe, meaning it's a good way for her to end her block pressure if she, you know, wants to just back off and see what you're gonna do about it. She can press a button after, but it'll probably trade because a lot of Gio's normals aren't that fast. So it's probably gonna trade with whatever your character wants to do, unless your character has fast normals like Soul or Chip or something. Now the best thing you can do when trying to defend this move, honestly, is just back up. You get, if you see the Gio player is doing that move to like bait you into pressing something, you can just like wait them out. You can FD it, you know, you can react to it if they try to, you know, overextend, because that is a move where Gio players, if they see you're respecting it too much, they will try to overextend, which will cause them to either get a hit on you or restart pressure as well. So like I said, you can FD. Best point to FD is probably the multi kicks. The multi kicks are negative if they just stop a string with just multi kicks and they don't press anything, whether it be because of a misinput or whatever. The multi kicks are not plus, they are negative. You can punish after that, but seeing as how almost every Gio player is always pressing buttons, that'll probably never come up. But if it do, just know those multi kicks aren't plus. You can punish her, but for the most part, FD it. You can get out the situation. That goes ridiculously far, but we're not here to talk about that today. Her sweep goes ridiculously far. You just gotta watch out for that one too. But the moment you're out of range of that kick, or even if it's just the tip edge of that kick, you should be fine. You can punish her if you have a long reaching normal, say if you're like Kai, Soul, or Chip. I think Chip might have a button to hit that. I'm trying to think of like other characters. Leo, obviously, like Zato. There's characters that can hit her from that range, from where you push blocked her off of. Like like Ino has her slash, or Ino. A lot of people been coming at me for saying Ino. It's in my vocabulary. Y'all gotta let me rock, bro. Just let it rock. Just let it rock. Ino, Ino can punish her with her slash pretty easily if it gets to that point. You can even push block if you push block the knee. If you push block the knee, for some reason, not even push block. I keep saying push block because I'm thinking of like other games. But if you faultless defense the knee, it pushes her back pretty far. Especially in the corner. So in the corner, I'd say like faultless defense, the moment you see the knee coming or the multi-legs coming. If you're neutral, faultless defense the moment you see the multi-legs. You know what I'm saying? Now, if you don't have meter, obviously, like I said, you can just regularly block it. If you don't have meter, you can regularly block it. Try to back off, because it's like I said, you're not locked in. Like at that point, the moment she hits you with that move, at that point y'all are basically on the same playing field. It's just I wouldn't recommend pressing a button, because she probably might have the advantage in starting stuff depending on how slow your character's buttons are, right? So best option would probably be just back off if once she does that kick in neutral and you block it. The next move I want to talk about with Gio, obviously her drill kick. This move is probably going to be something that a lot of people, I guess, are going to be having a lot of issues with as well. This move right here is plus if you hit it. It's plus. It's not as plus as this, but it's like, I think it's like +2 or +3, meaning it's her turn. She can go on and do anything, restart pressure. Certain characters can challenge her on her plus frames after that move, but majority of the cast can't. So unless you're playing somebody that's privileged like Chip or Soul, and mainly Soul, because Chip, while he can challenge it, it's hard, you know. It's kind of hard. But best thing to do against this move is 6P. 6P is your best friend with this move, especially if you're like up close. Yeah, 6P is your best friend against this move. It stops it entirely. If you're an Eno player, good tip for Eno. Eno does slide under it with her stroke the big tree move. Some moves can go under it. I haven't tested it with a lot of characters. I tried testing it with Kai and his sliding move. I forgot what it's called, but I don't think that really goes over. If anything, it just catches her before the move comes out because Kai's sliding move comes out so fast. But some moves can go over it. Like I said, 6P is your best option. Her whole body turns into a hitbox and a hurt box at the same time when she does that. So like, I wouldn't recommend throwing out a button trying to stop it. 6P is literally your best option. If you're in the corner and you're in a situation where they're doing this, like I said, just throw out 6P. It's a little bit easier in the corner to throw out a button because she's so close to you that you can stuff her with a button because the startup of that move is so slow. So it's a lot easier to throw out a button in the corner than it is in neutral. In neutral, 6P is your best option. One thing you have to note about this move is you can't throw a projectile against it either once it's already out, because it does go through single hit projectiles. I think moves like Kai's a regular projectile, a small one. She can kick through it. I think she can kick through Leo's fast projectile. I don't know about the slow one. I don't think she can go through the slow one, or if it's like fully all the way coming. But if she's close enough, she can kick through the heavy projectile from Leo as well. Eno's projectile she can kick through if it doesn't get too many hits on it, because Eno is a character where her projectile gains hits the longer it goes out. But if Gio catches that the moment the projectile comes out, she can kick through it as well. So that's one thing you got to be careful about. It can go through projectiles, but other than that, there's nothing really scary about it. Most Gio players don't really throw it out in neutral unless they're trying to like get in on you. Like if they're at a distance here, they'll probably throw it out to try and get in. If you're a character with projectiles, they'll throw it out to get in. But like I said, in pressure, 9 times out of 10, if you're in the corner in this situation, you can 6P. You can throw out a fast button to stuff her startup. But if you're a neutral and she does it, just 6P it and it stops her entirely. Like I said, this character is only as scary as you allow her to be. She has a lot of answers for a lot of stuff she wants to do, and her biggest game plan is to just frame trap you with the fact that her special is having so much like her normals being so privileged in the her special being so privileged in the fact that the frames are so good on it to where it makes you feel like it's never your turn. If you defend against it properly, if you know when to pick the gaps out and when to defend against the gaps, you'll be fine. Now, there's a lot of tricks to this character. I like to tell you about some of the tricks that the characters and players like to do at different levels of the game. Gio is a character that, again, she's not scary. She's only as scary as you make her be, but once she has meter and the person you're fighting knows how to play Gio, that's when she becomes a threat, because a lot of Gio's scary stuff actually comes once she gets the meter game. For example, something that might scare a lot of people randomly is if a Gio just dashes up and does this DP move, which isn't really it's not invincible, but it's hard to punish it. My execution strats, but it's hard to punish it. She is negative on block when she does this move, right? So if a Gio player just randomly comes up and does that and there's nothing after it, like there's no RC to make herself safe, you can punish that. It's not safe on block at all. If you block this move in the air, if you block that in the air, then it is plus for her. Like, she gets her turn back, but you just block it in the air, obviously. Something that Gio players have done to me with that move, once they have meter, is they'll do something like this. Right? And the thing with that is, and she has a bunch of mixes similar to that, but that's like the one I've seen playing Gios the most. The thing with this mix is you can't punish it. You have to hold that. You cannot press a button. She cooks every button, even 6P. She cooks 6P. You see you get counter hit, like you can't press a button on that. You have to hold that. So if you see a Gio player running up doing that and you see like they know what they're doing and they've been canceling like moves like that into RC, or they've been canceling a bunch of other moves and stuff in the RC, be careful, you know, because certain stuff like that is actual like frame traps, and they're actual visual traps as well, because they get you in a mindset of like, oh, I can punish this, they're doing this super negative thing, I can punish it, and then she pops Roman cancel it, now all of a sudden you just got mixed, you know what I'm saying? But Gio, once she gets meter and she hits you with something like this, she could RC it, hit you with a mix like that, something crazy, you know what I'm saying? So best thing to do, notice how the Gio player is playing, try to see what you can do against it, but don't overextend yourself to a point that's making you mess up. Because like I said, this character can be very frustrating if you let her get her entire game planned off and you try to hit buttons when it's not your turn, thinking it's your turn, and you try to hit buttons like when they're doing a bunch of wild stuff. She can get in your head. She definitely can get in your head. And a lot of Gio players are really wild and they will do their best, their absolute best to get in your head. But with all that being said, that's going to be it for today's video. If you guys did enjoy, make sure to hit up the like button, subscribe if you are new to the channel, comment down below if I missed anything, or if you have any questions about anything else you want to know about defending against Giovanna, or anything else you want to know about Giovanna. I'll be happy to answer them. Again, thank you guys so much for 600 subscribers. We are on the road to 1K, so sharing the videos, subscribing, turn on bell notifications, it helps a lot. With all that being said, that's gonna be from me. Thank you guys as always for watching. I'm gonna get up out of here and I'm out. So boy,
smoking an iPad, drinking on gin. I take L's and I turn them to wins. Go with the tool, I step out in Tim's. Carry a hammer when not with a construct. Sweat them up, but I ain't with a fire truck. So many hoes that I can't make my mind up. This bitch a succubus, but she be my slut. I hear the ED playing, your time's up, bitch. She tryna suck on my neck like she mocha. He talking crazy, put him in the cold.